Do I sound boring? Johan, yes, it's Knox. Thank you. I'm ready. Is it rolling?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So that stop it, Daniel. We have all felt it at some stage in our lives, in some form or another. The fear of appearing before other people. Maybe you have had thoughts or emotions like, what if I fail? What if they don't like the way I do this? What if I forget my words, or my mouth goes all dry and my legs start shaking uncontrollably? The big thing really is, what if I am not good enough? What if I am rejected? Today we're going to take a closer look at performance anxiety and discuss some tools that you and I can use to really deal with this thing. Hey everyone, my name is Johan Bester and welcome to Voice Matters Episode 9, Part 1. This is the first of a two-part introductory series on dealing with performance anxiety. Let's talk openly about this issue. Have you ever felt nervous, anxious or fearful about getting up in front of other people? It might be that you have to do a speech in class, address your colleagues at work, get up on stage to open a large gathering, or get up to perform a musical item. The fact is that all of us absolutely will have to face this kind of scenario at some stage in our lives. It might be that your profession requires you to get up in front of people all the time. I mean, if you're a choir conductor like me, then getting up in front of other people is what you do all the time. But there are many kinds of jobs that fall into this category, like teachers, managers in different settings, lawyers, presenters of varying kinds. Now, hopefully you didn't choose a profession that requires you to get up in front of people all the time if this is a major issue for you. Or maybe you did choose this kind of line of work because you know that it is what you have to be doing with your life. This is your gift, this is your passion. So you have to do it, but you struggle with performance anxiety. And then, of course, anyone who performs music has to deal with getting up in front of an audience to deliver what you've been working on. People in this category normally refer to this thing as stage fright, which is just another way to say performance anxiety. Whoever you are, whatever you do, we all have to find a way to deal with this thing. Otherwise, it may continue to rob you of the impact, the efficiency, the success, and very importantly, the joy and fulfillment that you are supposed to get from doing what you do. Let's look at a few things that can affect people like you and me in the area of performance anxiety. This is obviously a very broad and complex topic, right? But today, I'm going to focus on three things that I think are common to most of us. And they are memory, delivery, and psyche. Firstly, memory. When we have to deliver any kind of focused content to a group of people, there's always the possibility that we might forget what we need or want to say or perform. Fear questions that we could ask sound like, what if I forget my words or the notes I have to play? What if I forget that middle section of my speech? Will my audience get uncomfortable or even laugh at me or something? What will I do if I actually can't continue and finish my thing? I'm sure you can relate to this. The fear of forgetting. Right, so first, memory. Second, delivery. This refers to the way in which we communicate our content, message, or music. We can also think of it as the construction of our moment in the light, right? In other words, how we put together our sentences, paragraphs, stories, facts and figures, or our musical performance. Furthermore, delivery also has to do with our voice, facial expression, and body language. In other words, how we sound, how we look, how we use our hands, how we stand, etc. Right? So fear questions in this case might be stuff like, do I look good in this outfit? Am I in the best position on the platform? Will people think I stand too still? Or maybe did I move around too much? What if people can see how scared I really am? I never know where to put my hands. What if I look super uncomfortable? Do I sound boring? Right? Those kinds of questions. So, delivery. The fear of not doing it right. Third point is psyche. So firstly, memory. Secondly, delivery. And then thirdly, psyche. Here we are talking about the human mind, soul, and spirit. This is a big one. Because this has to do with how I see myself. My level of self-confidence, self-belief. Self-image can of course also be affected by my physical appearance. Like how tall or short I am, my body shape, my big nose, my thin lips, my thinning hair in my case. Another huge factor when it comes to the psyche, in a moment of performing in front of others, is what is happening in my life at the time. Relationally, financially, emotionally. Am I in a good space overall? Or in the middle of a very stretching or stressful season of my life? Right? So some of the fear questions here could be, will people even enjoy looking at me and listening to me? Will they think I know what I'm doing? Will they judge me? And maybe laugh at me behind my back even? Do I even belong on this stage? So there you have it. 3 of the main issues we all have to deal with when it comes to performance anxiety. Memory, delivery, and psyche. Next time we're going to get really practical and look at these 3 areas in more detail. You and I need to discuss some ways in which we can deal with each one of these fear-based issues. And we have to. We have to find ways to stop the fear of failing from ruling our lives, stopping us from accomplishing what we're supposed to do. Listen, you have people to reach, influence. You have a message. You have something important to say, and you cannot be hindered by the fear of failing any longer. Here's my challenge to you for the next week. I would like you to try and spend 10 minutes every day just thinking about what it is that makes you fearful to get up in front of other people. And write it down, preferably with paper and pen. The key here is to be very, very honest with yourself. There's absolutely no sense in faking or trying to make yourself look good by what you write down, obviously. Be real, be true and honest, and write the things down. Now, the first time you sit down to do this, it might go quickly, as the main issues you have in this area may well be very obvious to you, right? On day 2, it might require you to think a bit harder, dig a little deeper. And most likely this will continue to become a greater challenge as the week goes on. but do it. There is untold benefit and blessing in spending time with yourself, investing in your own growth and development as a person. Thing is, you are watching this today because you are, in fact, the kind of person who wants to improve yourself, to become a better version of yourself. And if your motivation is that you want to impact others, make other people's lives better with your presence, personality, your skills and gifting, then it is vital that you invest in this kind of process. So thank you for caring about yourself, about what kind of contribution you make on this earth, to your family, to your friends, your community, your workplace and colleagues. The thing is, if you are not going to be you, the world is missing out. Nobody can be you but you. My name is Johan Bester, and I'm so grateful that you spent the time with me today. Looking forward to seeing you again next time when we're really going to dig deeper into this. Until then, please believe me, your voice matters.